Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make a chocolate peanut butter cupcake. So let's get started. First, preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Then to prep the pans, trace the outside of the pans onto a sheet of parchment paper. Fold it in half, lining up the lines. Then fold it in half the other way. And fold it one more time. Then cut along the lines. And when you open it up, it should fit the inside of the pan. Then do it again for the second cake layer. Lightly grease the pans. Line them with the parchment paper. Lightly grease the top of the parchment paper. And set them aside for now. So I've used this chocolate cake recipe for a very long time. It's my family's absolute favorite and it's very easy to make. So to make it, in a large bowl, add in the sugar, flour, cocoa powder, baking powder, baking soda, and salt. And whisk them together until they're well combined. Then add in the eggs, milk, canola or vegetable oil, and vanilla extract, and whisk them until they're combined. Try not to overmix the batter. Then add in the boiling water. Measure it after boiling it to make sure none of the water evaporates. And mix it in until it's well combined. It will be a runny batter, but that's how it's supposed to be. Then pour the batter evenly into the prepared cake pans. Tap them to get rid of any air bubbles. And bake them in the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes or until a toothpick inserted into the center comes out clean. When they're done, remove them from the oven and place them onto a cooling rack and let them cool completely. To make the chocolate frosting, in a large bowl, add in the softened butter and beat it with an electric mixer on high speed for 5 minutes until it's really light and smooth. Then in a separate bowl, sift in the powdered sugar and cocoa powder and sift the ingredients into the bowl. Then add about half of it into the bowl with the butter. Start off mixing it with a spoon to combine the ingredients. Add in a tablespoon or two of heavy cream or milk to loosen it up. Then beat it with an electric mixer for about 2 minutes on high speed. Then add in another half of the powdered sugar and cocoa powder. And another tablespoon or two of heavy cream or milk. Mix it with a spoon at first, and beat it with the electric mixer on high speed. If the frosting is too stiff at any point, feel free to add in another tablespoon of heavy cream or milk. I have a pretty powerful electric mixer, so it's able to handle the stiff frosting. Then add in the rest of the powdered sugar and cocoa powder, and a tablespoon or two of heavy cream or milk. Then continue adding more heavy cream or milk, 1 tablespoon at a time, until it reaches a frosting-like consistency. Then add in the vanilla extract and mix it in until it's combined. Then finish it by hand to mix in all the ingredients. To make the peanut butter filling, in a medium bowl, add in the peanut butter, powdered sugar. You can use a little less if you like a softer filling and a stronger peanut butter flavor, and melted butter, and mix them together until they're well combined. Once the cakes are completely cooled, run a butter knife around the edges to loosen them from the pans. Turn them out of the pans, remove the parchment paper from underneath, and place them onto the cooling rack. Trim the tops of the cakes to make sure they're nice and flat. You can use a long serrated knife if you don't have a cake leveler, but it's much harder to get the tops nice and flat that way. Then to assemble the cakes, spread a little frosting onto your cake board. Add one of the cake layers onto the board, making sure it's centered. Then add the peanut butter filling on top of the cake layer. To do that, take some of the filling and flatten it between your hands and place it on top of the cake. Try not to press it down too much once it's on the cake, because you don't want to press down the bottom cake layer. Spread some of the frosting on top of the filling to help the top layer stick to it. And add the second cake layer upside down on top of it so the top is nice and flat. Then cover the whole cake in a thin layer of frosting. This is the crumb coat, which stops any crumbs from showing on the outside of the cake. Don't worry about how it looks at this point. Then place the cake into the fridge for 30 minutes or the freezer for 10 minutes until the frosting is set. Then remove it from the fridge or freezer and cover the cake in another layer of frosting, smoothing it out as best as you can. Then add the rest of the frosting into a piping bag fitted with a star piping tip. And add a piping design around the top sides of the cake and around the bottom sides of the cake. Then you can decorate it however you like. I'm adding some halved peanut butter cups on the sides of the cake, and some mini peanut butter cups and squares of chocolate on top of the cake. Again, you can decorate it however you like. And that's how to make a chocolate peanut butter cupcake. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I have so many more on my channel, so be sure to check them out and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.